I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Carl Jung. The harsh reality that most people face is that they truly believe they are defined by what has happened to them. They equate their self-worth with past events, achievements, or how others perceive them. Yet, as Carl Jung said, we are not what has happened to us. Instead, we are who we choose to become. Every single moment presents an opportunity to redefine who we are. We are one decision away from a completely different life. What happens to us is often beyond our control, but how we respond to it is always in our hands. Life will present challenges, but our reactions to those challenges will define us. It's in our choices, how we feel, how we act, and how we decide to perceive situations, that our lives take shape. The quality of our lives depends on how we decide to react to circumstances, even when they seem beyond our control. The past doesn't define who we are now unless we allow it to. Let go of what happened yesterday. Today is your chance to decide who you will be from this moment forward. You cannot change your past, but you can choose your future. Until you bring the unconscious into consciousness, it will continue to control your life, and you will call it fate. This unconscious part of us often runs on autopilot, causing us to repeat old patterns and struggles, never realizing that we have the power to break free. Albert Einstein famously said, "Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results." It's easy to stay stuck in these repetitive cycles, but until we understand why we act the way we do, we will continue to get the same results. Ask yourself, why do I keep repeating the same patterns? Only when we are truly aware of our unconscious reactions can we begin to make meaningful changes in our lives. To change, we need to step back and observe. What feelings, behaviors, and habits are running on autopilot? What are you reacting to without conscious thought? By bringing these unconscious patterns into the light of awareness, we can begin to reprogram them. Over time, new habits, reactions, and better outcomes will emerge. As Carl Jung put it, the purpose of life is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere existence. Happiness is not about the absence of sadness or struggles, but about finding meaning in the midst of them. Without sadness, how could we appreciate happiness? Without darkness, would we even recognize the light? A truly rich life is not about material possessions or achievements. It's about finding meaning and purpose. Think about it. Even if you had all the money in the world, the finest possessions, and all the recognition you could desire, would that guarantee you happiness? Certainly not. True happiness comes from a life with meaning. When you find your purpose, the challenges of life will no longer feel insurmountable. You will have the strength to face them without fear, knowing that they are part of your growth and journey. Meaning gives you something to get out of bed for. It gives you the enthusiasm to face your day, to work towards something bigger than yourself. Meaning and purpose are what fuel your passion for life. They are the light that guides you through the darkness, and they give you the courage to move forward. The way you see things will determine how you feel about them. Challenges in life will come, but the way you choose to view them makes all the difference. One day you might face a challenge with confidence, and it will fade away or turn into an opportunity. On another day, the same challenge could overwhelm you simply because of how you choose to react to it. The problem isn't the challenge itself, it's how you interpret it. Jung also said, thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. We all have the tendency to judge, whether it's people, situations, or ourselves. But we must catch ourselves in these moments and understand that judgment comes from a place of fear, insecurity, or misunderstanding. Often, when we judge someone or something without knowing the full story, we are projecting our own fears and biases onto them. We must stop and ask, how do I judge others? Why do I judge? Have you ever judged someone only to later realize you were wrong? We've all been there. We cannot judge without facts, and we should not make assumptions. Instead, we should choose to see things through a lens of understanding and empathy. The true power of life is that no matter where you are, no matter what you've been through, you have the ability to change. The river does not care where it comes from, nor does it care where it is going. It simply flows, constantly evolving, constantly moving forward. Life is the same. You are not bound by your past, by your mistakes, by the circumstances that once defined you. Every single moment gives you the chance to change, to grow, to redefine who you are. Your past does not have to dictate your future. Who you were yesterday does not have to be who you are tomorrow. The water in the river never stays the same. It shifts, it flows, it merges with other drops, it learns, it grows, and so can you. You are not a fixed entity. You are fluid, dynamic, constantly evolving. The challenges you face, the difficulties you encounter, are not there to define you, but to shape you. They are the rocks in the river that teach you to flow, to bend, to learn, and ultimately to grow stronger. What holds the greatest power in this life is your ability to recognize that you are the one who chooses who you become. No one else can decide your worth. No one else can dictate your potential. You are the sculptor of your own destiny. The world around you may try to define you, to limit you, to tell you who you are supposed to be. But you have the power to reject those limitations, to redefine yourself, to shape your life in ways that reflect your true potential. In every moment, you are making a choice. You can choose to be passive, to let life happen to you, to let the world dictate your path, or you can choose to take control, to shape your own journey, to live with intention and purpose. Every decision you make, every step you take, every action you choose, creates a ripple that flows outward, changing your life and the lives of those around you. You have the power to change your course, to merge with new experiences, to create a new path, to make your life worth something more than it was yesterday. The most powerful thing you can do in life is to expand your worth. You are capable of becoming someone greater, someone wiser, someone who can weather the storms of existence and emerge stronger. Your worth is not determined by what others think of you, by the mistakes you've made, or by the judgments of society. Your worth is determined by how you choose to see yourself and what you decide to make of your life. The river does not ask for permission to flow, nor does it seek validation from anyone. It simply moves forward, carving its own path. In the same way, you must learn to trust your own flow, to believe in your own power, and to know that you are worthy of whatever life you choose to create. Time is a constant force, but within its flow, you have the power to rise, to transform, to become someone new, someone greater, someone whose worth is limitless. The ultimate power of your life lies in the choices you make. The river may flow, the universe may expand, and time may pass, but you have the power to define what those forces mean for you. The greatest tragedy is not that life is uncertain or absurd, but that so many people allow themselves to be swept along by the current, never realizing that they can change the course of their journey at any moment. You are not a helpless drop in the river. You are the river itself, flowing, expanding, evolving, growing. And in that truth, you find the ultimate power.